still have a heavy reliance on JR.
Yeah, definitely so.
But there are other players there who we've seen step up around him. Let's see though, the pistol round underway, and Fragsters going to be charging in towards this B bomb site. There's Refresh opening up, but the trade comes in from Hoochie. Over here towards the window, going to be a 4-on-4. That bomb still trying to get across, but then there's Dragonfly down here in the tunnels, going to find JR.
Bomb down, man advantage, and a really hard bomb site to retake if you're Vega. It's not going to get any easier as Chopper goes down as well. No defuse kits on the side of Vega 2, which just adds to the pain that they're currently experiencing. And well, they're just going to decide to bail out on this one, but Torben, quick to hunt at least, doesn't find anything for it. It's starting to improve. That's what you need to see. And I was actually really surprised when Chad mentioned the fact that Fragsters had some of the worst, if not the worst, trade percentage. I guess from what I've seen so far, you know, they've been pretty good at that. So maybe it's a dust thing, maybe it's just a refresh thing. In any case, Bobski's kind of caught out in a bit of a situation for Vega Squadron players here over towards long. Going to have some temporary help from Stavin, but it's going to peter out, and that's when he goes down as well. So Tony Black finds the first opening of the round. Big factor as we move forward. You see the rotations already coming in. Vega knows what's up, but Uchi needs to buy time here.
Ooh, he's going to buy more than just time. He finds himself a quick double down in towards middle. That's the bomb dropped as well. Absolutely no way back into this for them. Refresh going to go ahead and tag down Tony Black, but then there's Chopper in the tunnel, still applying this pressure, still going to be making Refresh feel uncomfortable. And Hoochie's there to finish things off. So
you'd had Fragsters drop Suicide, but look at this. Yeah, Tempo's definitely going to be the name of the game here. Full-on V-Rush and an opening from Bubsky as well. JR's going to be here in time, but not able to actually land a frag. Just takes a ton of damage, and that's the B bomb site loss. How are you going to manage to retake this, though? But Vega needs to make something happen right about now.
They've done a decent bit of damage, but now as they lose Crush, surely this is where you just call it quits. And they are able to find Stab, and Tony Black somehow made it possible with a double, even doing that much more damage. They might make this happen as JR barreling on in. It all falls onto Chopper, and he finds the 1v1.
Does he have time,
Time's tick down far too low at this point. Surely he doesn't have that.
Oh, that's going to be a close one. Yeah.
Yeah, just a few milliseconds off.
Smoke goes down to mid, and seemingly want to go back into it. Now there's already established positions from Vega. It's going to get really tough.
Yeah, this crossfire between Chopper and Tony Black looking to do damage out here toward long. And Flash is raining in. They're not ready for Chopper. This bait and switch has worked perfectly, and they're going to go running into the meat grinder. Continuing this aggression, hung up on trying to get these trades, and Flash is still raining in from your boy Crush over towards Carp. JR going to go to drop another man, Dragonfly, while he is good for one. He's been brought down so low, and Tony Black finishes him off. So Torben, 1v4, Galil in hand, and creeping forward here at long, he will go ahead.
Over long, you know, later on into the round is usually really hard once the CTs have been established, unless they're going for a one-man long setup. Stavin, but able to find Chopper at least, so that's one man down. Uchi's position has been given up as well, falls off it, and they have a bit of a crossfire setup here between him and Crush if Fragsters were to get in. There again, missing.
Okay, not the most convincing performances ever here towards short, but Tony Black going to go down as well. So 3-on-3, there's a weapon to be retrieved here. They do try and run the gauntlet against JR, and while he has missed a couple of shots to kickstart this game, he's not missing the second time around. It is just Stab and left alive, but he's sprung to life 1v1. Luckily enough, Hoochie's nearby to finish him off. And
they've got utility. And again, heavy focus from Vega to be able to get long control here, and Stavin is going to get ran down as well. Meanwhile, the four others on Fragsters moving their way up catwalk.
This is kind of similar to what we saw these guys try and run versus Gambit in their game on Dust 2 there. Aggression down through short, but they run into this four-man stack from Vega, wrapping around behind as well. Going to be Chopper. This round's fate should be sealed, and Torben Iorden left in a 1v5. Not going to happen. 13 on Tony Black, 12 for Hoochie. So, you know, no one kind of landing their shots. It always feels terrible to say that, right? But now haven't seen anything, you know, from a team that's kind of, you know, shown itself to be not the most tactically diverse.
But here we go. This is what we saw out of Fragsters that was so successful versus Gambit as well. The drop down in Suicide. Well, you have Dragonfly on the off, covering your back. It immediately nets them a quick kill on catwalk, even though they don't actually pounce. Just well done, nicely played from Dragonfly as well. Uses the Molotov to force Tony out of position. Crush going to push out. He's going to be very dead as Bubsky has basically camouflaged himself as a cart.
Looking like the Fragsters that we need to see if they want to beat Vega Squadron here.
For now, just hanging out around the catwalk. And that's going to offer Tony Black to basically start the flank that really just ended up being the opener.
Now it's just JR and Crush. JR missed shot. Now they know where he is. He's not going to miss it the second time around. And with that, he's dropped the bomb. Crush, all he had to do is find that kill, and that round could have been over, denying the bomb plant, but it will come in at 4 Fragsters. Look at how much damage, though, has been done. So they try and get comfy in the after plant. Already Dragonfly going to be removed from the equation, and that leaves Refresh and Stabin. And Refresh still chiming in despite being attacked down to 29 HP. Stabin over here on short. Going to find one more, and now it is just Chopper left in this 1v2. Somehow, some way, Fragsters have found a means back into this round, and time working against Vega now. Barreling on in, Chopper finds the first, still has to rain down death onto Refresh, who holds at the ramp right now, and Chopper, while he does find it, there's no time for the defuse, so everyone on the side of Fragsters falling, but the round's still going to be picked up.
The server, he's having a bit of a rougher go at it from now, and Torben's going to look away at the wrong time. Gets caught out. JR actually just jumps through the smoke, finds Bubsky, but Refresh finally finds a frag to his name. Bombs dropped down. That's going to be collected by him, and still only one player on that B bomb site. Chopper. If he goes down, still a chance here. There you go. Again, just turning her back at the wrong time, and
kind of setting a worrying precedent early on here in this matchup. JR going to try and take the fight over in mid, and he does best. Dragonfly, so already man advantage gain.
Could work out really well for them. Definitely should be a bomb plan. Instead, Torben's going to come dropping down into CT spawn. That is absolutely nothing for them. Definitely seeing him now. Smoke goes down, though.
Yeah, the scout still yet to do anything but Bubsky. He's risen to the occasion now. Stavin chiming in with another over here in short. Bubsky falls, and Stavin left in a 1v2 that I was going to say the young plucky dame, but it's not meant to be. As Hoochie locks in that round and makes it look relatively easy as well.
Life tough now, though. Seeing a bit of a heavier, I guess, long presence coming out from Fragsters. 2 players out this time. More isolated defense as well from Vega. Crush with the off. It's tagged. Doesn't actually land anything with his. Tony Black, though, still being that immovable object.
He is just deleting players over here at long. Dragonfly and Torben left up towards this long position, and Tony Black is going to continue aggressing forward. He does fall, so maybe getting a bit too big for his boots there, but it's only one man to go down. Torben with the D, going to go ahead and further the chances of Fragsters getting back into this round, but now it all falls onto Dragonfly. Flash rains in. JR going to miss this shot. No utility there to try and force this gunfight, and JR just toying with Dragonfly. He's going to peek on out at the very end and lock in the round.
Nobody really from Fragsters being able to shine at this point. Well, that doesn't really help matters either.
As they sneak on in.
Usually that actually, well, you're not going to be able to cover the entirety of it with one smoke, especially when you throw it into a teammate. So, well, that gets a bit dicey for them. Crush is actually going to take the fall as well as a result of that missed smoke. Stamina has already made his way around to put on some extra pressure. But there we go. Tony Black, the guy who's pretty much dormant, finds one of the rotations. Actually going to find a second one as well. So he's doing a lot of work. Meanwhile, though, stabbing over towards long. It's kind of been a duel on opposite sides of who can actually do the most for their team. Now it's going to be all down to Stab and Young. There's a chance. Crush is going to walk out into it, and well, that gets him about the same result as the pistol round did. Immediately taken out.
Oh, Torben going to go ahead and find himself another frag with the D, and now rotations coming on in. Oh, now they're going to hear these smokes and flashes out in towards the middle. JR game. Maybe stuff on a Hoochie, but Dragonfly, he's ready for that. He's gone ahead and dropped the man that they try to get up on that boost. Tony Black now sneaking on in toward this B bomb site, spots out the first player inside of the site. Needs support from JR, but somehow he's going to lose that duel. And now Tony Black in a 1v5 in the way of Fragsters. And we need to see a few more rounds like that from this young Danish roster if they want to start to get back into this game.
Vega, though, they're focusing here on this catwalk area. Crush is going to drop into spawn. There's nobody really here from the side of Fragsters. Instead, it's going to be Bubsky in the B slope finding the first frag. Oh, Refresh just misses out on Crush, and, well, Bubsky's in a world of hurt right now. If Vega decides to push on him, taking their time here.
Lose Crush down in CT as well. Bubsky now only has one man left to find inside of this B bomb site. And that man is JR, who has been allowed to sneak on by. Goes down, and Chopper holding middle. He's pulled this back for Vega. Like he was interested in re-peeking that, does decide against it. So gonna be tucked away for the time being, and Chopper still just running amok in the back line, but there's Dragonfly winning out that fight. He's gonna hold the defuse, and Chopper has to be fast here. He thinks he's faking it, and that's the round. It is gonna be Dragonfly to stick the defuse, an 8th round for Fragsters.
Vega, not too great. One player really with any utility at all, and that's gonna be used for middle here. Again, pretty widespread on the side of Fragsters. Some stabbing going down, that's even exaggerated further. A lot of this is going to come down to how well Torben can do. And he gets immediately annihilated from his spot on the A site. Though Molotov doesn't quite land, that's still more than enough done for Vega to get an A bomb site. All the tricks. 4 players going to stay alive.
Because they've invested everything into it. And a loss here going to leave you reset effectively into what could be a last few rounds. And now Tony Black barreling out in towards mid. It's his blistering pace once again from Vega. Staven, though, gonna find a quick double. The young Danish wonder child gonna go ahead and drop 2. The trade's there. Now Refresh alone. Molotov down. Things heating up for him here as he does pick up the first. JR just missing the timing to come in with the trade. And these rotations are already coming through from Torben and Dragonfly. But it's Chopper floating around over here towards short. This is such a winnable round, but if they lose it, that's where the problems start to arise. JR already going to get tagged down by Dragonfly over towards long. Flash is raining in. Chopper on this flank, tagging down Torben. 1v2, and Dragonfly trying to hold the cross. Chopper's got to get a move on here. He's got to get those running shoes on as they're already on the bomb. And they're just sticking it. The Molotov's there. He goes barreling on in, and he will find both the frags, but the round's still going the way of the Fragsters.
A lot of the pressure on the shoulders of the two brothers. Staven and Dragonfly. Refresh is going to get into it here, though. Combining nicely with Bubsky. Find 2 openers. Again, though, the middle area is just completely open. Refresh gets caught out, not able to actually respond to that. So what was a 2-man advantage is now equalized completely. Bomb's going to go down for Vega Squadron.
Wow, Fragsters knocking on the door of Vega here, but that bomb ticking it down. They're on the clock, and Hoochie going to try and take this fight even versus Staven actually decides to back away. And so much damage done from Chopper as that relentless aggression pulling through from him once again. Just a strafing run out in towards mid, barreling in through mid. A very actually Fragsters-esque play as they exploit the lack of AWPs, the lack of presence down in mid, but somehow Fragsters, they're finding a couple of kills here and there. It's Chopper once again trying to haul Vega Squadron back into this round, and him and Hoochie certainly getting the job done. Staven has to go above and beyond. And he has gone ahead and found one. So much damage done, and actually it's just Hoochie left up in a 1v2, 1 HP to his name, and there's the peak from Staven. So Fragsters staying afloat for the time being.
UMP and a scout, again, limited on utility. Again, this middle area being abused by Vega.
After the reply from Fragsters now, there's no response to this fact. Now you have got Bubsky hearing these footsteps, hearing the players over towards short. He actually is able to win that duel down in mid. This push looks to come in, but here's Torben flanking around from behind. He could change it, the whole outcome of this round, but no, not looking the right way. Wrong place, wrong time, and he does end up getting dealt with. Now just Refresh and Staven left up, split between these 2 bomb sites. They're divided. Saying is divide and conquer. Tony Black going to be leading the charge in towards B. Staven left in a 1v3. A solitary flashbang is all he has, and Vega sitting with every crossfire in the world set up inside of this B bomb site. It should be impossible. Staven barreling in, and he will fall. So Vega going to be picking up this first map. 16-10.